As we found out last year, I follow Allison Brie pretty much anywhere. So that's how this movie checked off my box of should I watch it? But the question is, should you watch it? I'm John Stark from MacTheMovieGuy.com, and this is my review of Somebody I Used to Know. This is on Amazon Prime Video. It's an original for them. It's not just content, it's there. It does have audio description, which is cool, and it's a human audio description. So hey, thanks Amazon. And this film is young adult. We're just gonna say it. I'm sorry. I love Allison Brie, and I love Dave Franco, and I love, oh my God, Danny Pudi. I was like, when they put him into a film, first of all, that's when you know that Allison Brie has some pull on casting, because Danny Pudi just does not get roles. And the fact that he was in this in a substantial role just warmed my heart. I was so happy to see somebody using him in a role. And to see the two community buddies together in a film was really nice, even though they're not playing romantic opposites or whatever. Danny's role in this film is a little bit like Patton Oswalt's, but without any of the romantic suggestions in his direction. Like, he's not pining for Allison Brie at all, but this is very much like young adult. It's like young adult if the guy she came back for was getting married instead of had a family, you know? Like, it's the same. It feels like that. It feels like this guy's happy with his life. She comes back in, they get drunk, and she decides, you know what? I'm gonna blow up this dude's life. I miss him. I never should have broken up with him. Why did I do that? And it all comes out of this, failure that she's had in her life. And the reason why she felt like she had to come home, she's a big deal, just like in young adult. Charlize Theron was a big deal and then came home. And she's kind of stuck. She's just hanging out, seeing her mom, who played by Julie Haggerty, who apparently will literally do anything for money nowadays. She after she stepped in for A Christmas Story Christmas, now we're seeing her in this, and yeah, okay, she'll throw her money at it, throw money at her, and she's down. But this is Allison Brie's movie. I like this better than Spin Me Round, which was the film that Allison Brie sucked me into last year, which was it's all right. It just kind of had a lot of ideas that never really went anywhere. This one, it feels so much like another movie that it goes exactly where you think it's gonna go, and it's very predictable, very formulaic. There wasn't anything in here that surprised me. It's just, how charming is the cast? Do you like the cast? How much do you like these actors? That all of that will factor into how much you like the movie. And I like Allison Brie. This is a good role for her. This is she does really well in this role. It feels like at home for her. She did write this along with Dave Franco, her husband. This is written by them, so I mean, she's got nobody to blame here but herself. Nothing. It's so weird. It's like, did they watch Young Adult? Anyway, yeah, it's so, I immediately started comparing the film because easily before the movie was like a quarter into it, I was like, this is feeling a lot like Young Adult. When she makes this plan to get back her old boyfriend, and she's coming in sort of from the entertainment world. It's not the same as being a writer, but it's the same as, she's like a reality show producer, personality, whatever. I don't know. She's got some dumb TV series that gets canceled, and then she just comes home and she's not like super famous, so. And Haley Joel Osment's in this, Kiersey Clemens. So there's a couple of people in here that float in the background that are interesting. But Allison Brie is the one that locks it down. And if you're a big fan of Danny Pudi like I am, then you'll love the fact that he has several things to do here. And he's sort of, he's not his overly geeky, over-the-top, community character. He's not what he plays on Mythic Quest. He's just here in the best friend role, giving solid advice, and it's a nice performance. This film is fine. It hinges, I think, on the will they or won't they, will she, do you even want her? That's the other question, is do you want Allison Brie to break this couple up? It's got a little bit of that my best friend's wedding to it also, where this is sort of an amalgamation of multiple romantic comedies that have come before it, where she starts to sort of befriend the person whose life she's supposed to destroy, because she finds out that this girl that her ex has fallen for is truly like a lovely person and truly a nice person, sort of the same way that Julia Roberts finds out about Cameron Diaz in My Best Friend's Wedding. She ends up going, "Ah, damn it, you really are," it's like, yeah, okay, fine, you win. It's kind of feels like that, so yeah, it owes a lot to films that came before it and some other films that I used to know. Yeah, I'll use the title. By the way, they used the title in the film. That was interesting. So, I don't know, those are my thoughts. The audio description here is fine. There's at least a sight gag in here or two that you need audio description for, that it goes for. one where I'm not gonna blow it for you, but one where I'm just like, yep, Julie Haggerty earned her paycheck. she's committed. Poor woman. Can we please find her better roles? Yeah, but I'm sure she was fine with it. For some reason, it feels like the kind of role that Julie Haggerty was actually really down to play, and it wasn't like, what does my career come to? But yeah, so there are some times where you're like, oh, audio description, thank you for telling me that. Thank you, I'm so happy. But we needed it in order to understand what was happening in the scene. So, it's good work. And I mean, it's not a bad film. It just feels like it's derivative of so many other things. I felt like for a film that's called Somebody I Used to Know, it felt like it really was made of films that I have seen, that I used to know. It does not feel very original in nature, much like the This Place of Mine so feels like The Holiday for a while. I don't know, maybe we just have truly run out of original concepts, and now we're just trying to piece them together. We're trying to take little bits and pieces, and somebody was like, ooh, what if young adult met my best friend's wedding, and we did that? Okay, let's make that movie. So we're just going to start combining films together to make a new film. I like Alison Brie. That's why I was here. So I'm going to give Somebody I Used to Know a B-. I think for the most part it works. It has a charming cast. It's just derivative. You've been here. I've been here before. You've been here before. We've all been here before. Nobody's going to walk into this film and be like, this film was stunningly original. I've never seen anything like that. Sorry. As much as I love Dave Franco and Alison Brie, this film is so derivative, I would put this in the adapted screenplay category. I wouldn't even let it run an original screenplay. I don't even think it should be considered an original screenplay. There you go. So, those are my thoughts. Thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, I want you to be somebody that I know. So subscribe. And I have a website, macthemovieguy.com. You can go to Twitter or Instagram and follow me at macthemovieguy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org. It'll let you know what has audio description, where you can watch it, and the adna.org. That's the adna.org. Will let you know who is narrating your favorite films and television series. That's it for me today, and I will see you guys on the other side.